and welcome everybody to a brand new edition of the Indigo Inspire live show, the collab here on Facebook as well as on YouTube. We are so grateful that you took the opportunity to take the time out of your schedule to join us tonight for an incredible brand new show. And our special guest tonight is the amazing Jermaine Dolly, who will be bringing up shortly. But right now, I have to always introduce our co-host, my co-host, riding in the buggy, coming from New York City. Come on, Sharon Williams from Gospel Music Buzz. Yo.
With the buzz, with the extra Z's. What's going on? How are you doing tonight?
We are good. We are good. Hey, it's been an interesting week this week, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It has indeed. I mean, the charts is just looking. I know there was a few predictions that was made, by a little someone that I'm looking at here, and all of a sudden, 1 week later, I'm seeing some predictions coming true. So, talk to us about that.
Listen, I told you when Lamont Sanders came on board, I said not only is he going to be in the top 10. I said he's going to be in the top 5, and then he's going to be above that. Every time I said it for the past every consecutive week, and I said he's going to be at number 3. And where's he at, Sherwin?
He's at number 3.
Listen, I can't do horses, but gospel music I can do.
Also, Angela is still holding it down at number 9. Angela is just holding it down, and then James Mabel, that was up at number 1. Between him
What happened?
Came back and she jumped by, and then she jumped back in number 1, and then James is back at number 2. It's been interesting.
Listen, you better recognize the queen. So with all of that banter, guys, it's been awesome. So before we continue, I want to make sure, hey, do me a favor, share this live. If you're watching right now on Facebook on the Indigo Inspire Live Facebook page, please take that link and share it, as well as on YouTube. You know what to do. Copy that link on the Indigo Inspire Live show and share that as well, because we've got some music, some fun, some laughter. And guess what? We got some announcements we want to be making. And I have to make this announcement. And I really was trying to do something real special, but this is the only way I can do it. Listen. All right. Indigo Inspire, the launch concert this next Thursday, the 28th, at the Hilton Philadelphia on Sea Line Avenue. The one and only Anthony Brown and Group Therapy will be featured at the launch concert, along with incredible musician Hamilton Hardin and Tim Wortham Jr. And it's hosted by Desi, your big girl Desi, and Hassan James, editor-in-chief of Root Magazine, as well as on the station for 5-time Stellar Award station WIMG, as well as music program director there now. He will be hosting, and it's going to be an amazing concert. But also the concert is a fundraiser for our outreach initiatives for teen outreach, as well as our well drilling projects. So we just want you to please support. Please come get your ticket. Be there. Be on time, because we will start on time. The VIP begins for those who've already gotten the VIP tickets, you're at the reception. You're already in the building at 7 p.m. And the doors will open for our general admission attendees at 7 p.m. to go straight into the ballroom. It's not going to be a lot of people in there, so we do have enough space, but at the same time, we want to make sure everybody was safe with COVID, everything. So just wear a mask. If you're vaccinated or not, still wear a mask. You want to protect each other, protect the artists, and be there to have a good time, to see another concert. So we really appreciate that as well. You can get your tickets for that at indigoinspire.ticketlocity.com. That's indigoinspire.ticketlocity.com. It's going to be crazy. It's just going to be crazy.
Yeah, I know. When I saw the flyer dropped, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm here like trying to figure out, so how am I going to get there? What am I doing? Like I'm all over in my head right now, trying to ensure that I'm in the building. So yeah, definitely you wanna be there, and it's for a good cause too. So I'm with it.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back with the one and only Jermaine Dolly. and we are back here on the Indigo Inspired Live show, the collab with Gospel Music Buzz, Mr. Sherwin Williams. And right now, I want to bring him in, but I want to bring him in a little differently, and I'll tell you why. So just bear with me, and I think you'll enjoy this.
Hello? Miss Jardine, why is your son so mean? Baby, what's the problem? So the other day I asked for some money for Tamir. Tamir's on an AU basketball team. They gotta go to Vegas, so I asked him, did he have any more money? He gonna tell me no. Mind you, he just came from Miami. He was just in Barnes with all his money. But when I asked him for his son, he gonna tell me no. Why is he doing that? Listen here, baby, I'm gonna tell you like I tell him. I stay out your business. I don't choose sides. On the side I'm on is on the Lord's side. I am too old. I ain't got no meat in my knees. I can't see out one eye. I have a full beard. I'm living to live again, okay? Miss Jardine, are you okay? Yeah, but that's nothing. It's just my asthma acting up. Well, Miss Jardine, I don't know what to do. What you need to do is you need to call him and then get everything together, okay? I'm gonna be praying for you, all right? You have a good one. Get it right, young man. God sees what you're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Jermaine Dolly.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Yeah, it was good, man.
I got more hair now. That's a long time. I got more hair.
That was an absolute classic. I had to dig for that one because you've done so many things in terms of your comedy sketches, and there's another facet of just who you are as a, not just an artist, but your overall personality. So it is so cool, and I mean, many times when I didn't feel like laughing, I would catch one of your comedic just little 30 seconds or 50 seconds, and it would just make me laugh, and I would share it. And then when you look at the amount of people that have seen these, it's in the tens of thousands, if not in the six digits, and people are still blessed by just your unique personality to share laughter in a time when people just hey. We just need to laugh sometimes. That's all. Not everything's always serious. Yes. So, but sir,
the comedy is how I draw people in. It's one of my tools, like drawing people in. Show a different side of Christianity. You know what I mean? Everybody be so serious all the time. And we got a whole bunch of people on Instagram put up scriptures, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, everybody does that. You got the people now. They preaching. They got the subtitle under it. They got decent camera footage with it now, you know what I mean? Like, people got real creative in pandemic, you know what I mean? People got real creative.
Yeah.
People the messages be like, they got and the bird came down, then they got a bird flying down, all that. Like, it'd be lit. Like people camera teams is lit at church now. like pandemic, people got SBA loans and PPP loans. They can put money into their audio teams and their camera service, their online ministry, because online ministry has like the live streams be super lit now. Like, they got like even this, like look what y'all, like, y'all got commercials, like this is like, people don't use streaming like this, like y'all got like, it's footage, like it's lit. So yeah, so for me, I just use my platform and just just bring people to Christ and see like a different side, show that you can be popular in pop culture without compromising, you know what I mean? And so a lot of people. Like, a lot of my people in my circle is not a lot of people in my circle, but like a lot of people around me don't really go to church, but they look to me as like, they're like, yo, like, how do I go to this? Like, my homeboy, his mom just passed, and like, he came to me like, yo, like, what Bible scriptures should I read? And I sang at his mom's funeral, and stuff like that. So like, a lot of people come to me this in the street randomly, just like, yo, like, I like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Muslims come to me, and I'd be like, really shocked by that. I like, oh wow, like, you listen to Jesus. Oh, all right, cool, like, and
yeah,
and just let me know, like, I'm in the right direction of doing what God wants me to do. So comedy is one of those tools that I use to draw people in. That's all.
that's dope. That is dope. That's dope. Go ahead, Sherman.
No, I was going to say, man. So before we get into anything too serious, I have to ask, oil, balm, or cream on the beard, like which one are you going? Which one are you going with?
Both. Both. I mix them.
Oh, real? You mixing the balm and the cream, or are you just going with the oil?
I use sometimes I use the cream by itself sometimes, and then sometimes I use the oil. It depends. It depends. But they both work for me though. They both work pretty good for me though.
I hear you. I hear you. It's pretty strong beard, you know. Beard. Hashtag beard gang. I had to
Beard
salute.
gang, I see you. I see
There
you.
you go. There we go. There we go.
You connected. You connected.
Exactly. You know,
A lot of people can't get this. A lot of
These
people can't get
these streets struggling. They're struggling to connect, bro.
This little area right here.
Yeah.
It's struggling for people.
Listen.
They're just throwing it in. They're spraying it in.
Yeah,
Man.
it's spraying. I be telling people all the time, no particles, no particles. I'm like, if I'm gonna go back, let me go back. I was in Detroit one time, and he was cutting my hair. You know, my corners was going. That's when I had a low cut. I know my corners going, so like it is what it is. So I had a fade, and so he was doing my hairline, and I just heard something like, and I was like, it's really cold, but I don't know what you're doing. I was like, what you doing? He's like, it's nothing, man. It's nothing. Man, I got up at that chair, and I saw my hairline was like fully connected. I said, no, bro, like take this off. Like people know my hairline going back, bro. Like Philly, we don't do that. We don't like I mean, like my hairline. I mean, some people do get the particles in there. I'm cool with letting my joint go back. Like I'm fine. Like I'm cool. So
I hear you, man. I hear you. That's funny.
Well, let life happen. Let life happen.
Exactly. There's too much other things you got to worry about. So no, I was gonna kick it off from sense of humor. Patrice touched on that, and I think kind of before even like really getting into your music and everything, like I always just used to see you pop up on Instagram, always making everyone laugh, always brightening up everyone's day. So it's like, do you have, comedians in the family? Like, who do you kind of look up to when it comes to that, or it just comes natural?
My uncle, a lot of people in my family were like funny. Like they was great storytellers. Like my uncle, my uncle, Billy, he's a great storyteller. Like he could tell a story, and so a lot of people like when I tell stories because like I know how to set it up and like get to the part and everybody just die laughing. But majority of like my comedy just come from being like an only child. So okay. I thought I was just funny myself. Like I would just make I'll make my toys laugh, and when I made my toys laugh, I knew I was like funny, and I made my toys laugh. And like when Spider-Man was sitting there laughing at my jokes, I said, "All right, well, I'm doing pretty good." So then I was a class clown. I took all that energy and be a class clown, and so I was like doing that in class. So I was real smart, like in class. So I would get my work done fast. I would get bored. I think it's like ADHD or one of them. So like when ADD or one of them, I got one of them for sure. I don't know which one it is, but I know for sure I got one of them. I can't sit still until I'm in class and I'm just telling jokes and stuff like that. So I never got on honor roll because my conduct was bad. Like I would have like A's and B's and couldn't get on honor roll because my conduct. I would just tell jokes. Jermaine, I wasn't unruly, but I was just keep telling jokes. I want to sing, and everybody would just tell my mom, he's a really good kid. He just don't know how to be quiet in my class. Or he thinks he's Michael Jackson in my class. I might just be pissed. Like, Jermaine, stop talking. I be bored. Like, so when they should have put me in advanced placement. They should have put me in that because maybe you already gave me some more work to do. Because now it's boring me. Like I want to tell jokes now. I want to be funny. And then I'd be disrupting the class and stuff like that. Well, that's y'all kids' problem. That's the other kids' problem. Like, don't let me disrupt the class. Then like get your work done. Like, I got my work done. Get your work done. So if my kid, if they tell me that my kid is a class clown and he's disrupting the class and the class can't get their work done, I'm gonna tell them talk to the other parents. Why they not focused? My son focused. Like he's focused. Like he's doing what he needs to do.
He's just getting it done. He's getting it done.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Totally understand.
Or move them up to the next grade.
Yeah, that too. Skip them.
Okay.
Skip 'em.
How about that?
That's one option. And also too, we were talking about it in the pre-show hour, but again, congratulations on the marriage, congratulations on the wedding, and those pictures behind,
Listen, wait, don't jump ahead of me because you know I came with it. So this is what we're gonna do. We are going to talk. First of all, the man done got married, and look at this.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Come on, photographer.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
talk
photographer
about.
was a lot of money. That photographer was a lot of money. So the pictures better had came out good. Like,
He did
for
his,
sure.
He did their thing.
He did this. He did their thing.
That's nice. That's a nice
This
shot.
one, I absolutely. I mean, a beautiful couple. This one is just like so you, just so excited, and you look so happy. So does she. So I mean that. Yeah, you know, and because the way even she's looking at you, and just she's genuinely excited. So, but this shot right here is the one. This is the Essence cover right here. Bam,
For sure.
baby.
Oh.
For sure.
This is coming to America 2022 or 2021 on a different level.
I like that.
Yeah, so that was absolutely spectacular. So, I mean, congratulations
Thank you.
on that. We really want to make sure we shared just the fact that, you know, you are now taken.
That's it, ladies. That's it, ladies. Stay out of the DMs. Stay out of the DMs.
They don't be in my DM anyway. They scared of her. Like, she crazy. Like, she'll fight. Like, they scared of her. They don't be in my DMs at all. Like, they'll just say, like, you know, you minister really well, with a hard eye there, but they don't try it. Like, they don't be like, hey, won't you come get some of this business? I don't be none of that. That don't go down in my DM. I'm sorry. I don't have that testimony. But like, it'll be like, you're handsome, something like that. But it don't be like, okay. I don't get those. Like, I don't get those. And a lot of times, she ain't gonna play around with it no way. So like, ain't no point in coming my DMs. So like,
how was the whole? Sorry, how was the whole experience? Like, I mean, kind of planning it, doing all that, plus within the pandemic, within everything else. But like, how was just the whole experience and the day of? Because a lot of times it's like a lot of the planning leading up, and then the day of. Sometimes you heard people always say the day just went by, like it went by so fast. And like, how was your experience?
The planning part, I just paid. I didn't. I thought I'm not doing none of that. Like, I'm not. Whatever you want to wear, like what you need me to wear. All right, cool, I'm there. Like, just let me know what the price is, and we good. But I will say this though, because she took on a lot in the pandemic and stuff like that. Like, she took on a lot, and so I would have to hear all those things. So I would have to be the one. I can't. We both can't snap on something. So I would have to be the one to calm her down, just to reassure her like everything will be fine. Like, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. And so, I was just making sure that she was cool the whole time. And so the day of the wedding, right? So she had this. So the dress she had was like this heavy dress, and it could not go on top of the airplane or whatever like that. So when she got the dress from Atlanta, they had to handle it with care. And so they was giving her trouble with the dress. So she was crying on all that. And so, I wasn't there, but I heard about it. But they finally let her be great and get the dress on there. So we knew we was going to have issues getting this dress back on, because you can't fold it. You got to hang it up. And usually on aircraft, they have a closet. But now they cut the closet down. And now it's not tall no more. It's like little now. It's like little now. So
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So on a plane, everybody wasn't traveling that day, but we asked to be just leave it on a chair. They was trying to give us trouble with that, so it's like she's panicking. So long story long, they let us get the dress on there, and then it didn't fold up. Like, it was cool. The people on the plane said, "Man, let her have a dress on. We don't care. It's a wedding. Like, we get it. Let her have it. Cool." The weekend, so it was we stayed out there for 7 days. It was chill. Like, I'm chilling. I ain't worried about it. Wedding day come. One of the coordinators came down. So the guys is lined up, so they're waiting for the girls. One of the coordinators came down and was like, "Yeah, your wife seems a little stressed out, but she'll be down shortly." My first mind was like, this dress. So I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my God, like she's stressed out. Like, what's going on? Like, I hope this dress folding right. I hope it's like buttoning right. I hope like, cause I can't see her. I don't know what's up. So I'm like, I want to go up there so bad. Like, yo, everything all right? You good? Like, what's
Yeah,
up?
if you can, yeah.
And then I feel bridesmaids come down or whatever. So I asked one of the bridesmaids. I said, "Is she all right?" And she was like, "Yeah, she all right."
Yeah, that's not consoling.
But she was drunk. It's like she was drunk, so she was like chilling. So but the bridesmaid, she was like relaxed, like she was just relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
But then she said, "Man, you look good."
Mm.
I was like, "All right, cool, bet." I calmed down. Then it's time for me to walk up to the step. I'm fine. I walk up to the step. I just so happen to turn around. Everybody looking at me. Mind you, nobody's walking down. It's no music being played. It's just me, and I just start bawling. Like
Wow.
nobody's walking down. Because for me, I was like, okay, it's finally here. Like she not stressed out. We can get this over with. Like it's here now. Like it's here. And then she came down. I'm crying again. I don't even cry. Like she walked down. She walked down. She was like, "You crying?" I said, "Yes." And she starts crying, and then it just happened fast, and then it was fun after that.
Wow.
So it was a dope experience. It was a dope experience.
Awesome.
So how many months now has it been now since the wedding? 6 months.
6 months and 4 days.
Come on now.
How many days and the hours? How many hours?
Honeymoon.
I can't even think of it. I know it's been 6 months and 4 days.
4 days. Nice.
And when you look back at the decision to finally get married and you find the right one, because I'm sure that was something that wasn't something that just happened. I mean, you've been single for a minute, but when you made the decision to get married, what did that do in terms of your, resetting you, settling you down, and saying, you know what, I checked this. It's not just a checkbox, but what does this do in terms of elevating your ministry as a man?
It's teaching me a lot. It's teaching me a lot. Marriage ain't for the faint of heart. I tell you that. I'll tell you that. Marriage is definitely an adjustment. I think we need to be more honest about marriage. I think the church has failed us. I think the church has failed my generation. And the reason I say that is because they don't get in depth with you about marriage.
Mm.
They don't really. How I grew up was, you want to have sex, get married. It was never no, well, this is why you get married. This is the importance of marriage. This is the importance of, leading your wife. This is the importance of leading your husband. This is the importance of, you really lose yourself. You really, really have to lose yourself in a lot of ways. And it's really a humbling experience. Like, it's probably one of the most things, like to figure out. Me and my wife been together for 10 years. We've been together dating for 10 years. She's a totally different woman. She's a totally different woman. And just to relearn her is like, man, I'm a totally different man. You know what I mean? Just because we in the same space with each other. We never been in the same space 24/7 with each other. And just that aspect of it is like, whoa. Like you see things that you thought you saw before, but you don't see it until you actually into the thick of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And marriage has taught me, like, compassion, be more compassionate. You know what I mean? When I thought I was compassionate and patient. You know what I mean? And it taught me, it says, love your wife like Christ loved the church. And it took me meaning. I didn't really get it until I got married. And it was a time where, like, if she has a 9 to 5, I'm pretty much an entrepreneur. And, she works all day, and so I don't think it's like for you to cook. You work all day and come home and cook. We was thinking about doing the traditional. You the wife, you do the housework and all that. You just make sure fold the clothes and stuff like that, clean and cook and all that, and I just pay the bills. But I think that'd be just unfair. You working all day and got to come home and then got to cook. You mean, first of all, I want to have sex. So, like,
Come on,
I'm
talk
not,
about it.
let's just
I'm
cut
not
to the
even,
chase.
I'm not
Talk
even trying
about
to
it.
hear. I'm not even trying to hear like I'm tired. Like I'm tired of that. What? No, I'm trying. We gotta get that up. Like Niz.
Mhm.
So, so for me, I say like I'll cook. So I will cook and stuff like that. And I would be expecting stuff out of her. So I'm like, yo. So we used to argue about that. Like, yo, like what's up? Like I'm cooking and stuff. Like what's up? Like what's up with you? Like you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Da, da, da. And then she said to me like, you don't make intentional and intimate time with me.
Mm.
And what that meant is that outside the bedroom, she was like, we don't date no more. That's the thing we really hung up on. Like, we only saw each other out of 7 days, we saw each other 4 days out of the other week. And out of the 4 days, we went on a date. It was a concert, a basketball game, or just get something to eat. Like we just what we did.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I had stopped, and then I was like, oh wow. I mean, that's how, we had to be with Christ too, make our intentional intimacy time with Christ.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And things will open up like that. It's teaching me a lot, man. In the 6 months, it's really, really teaching me a lot. If Christ ain't in the front, I said if Christ ain't in the front of your marriage, it ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like you gotta really, really like pray through things and stuff like that. Like people don't tell you you, you know how much self you have to die to be mad at your wife and still cook for her and make sure she got something to eat. Like it's like little stuff like that to be like,
Mhm.
she mad at you, y'all still gotta stay lay in the same bed with each other. You know what I mean? Like that's a different type of losing yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like with being a Christian, being in ministry, you have to lose yourself. When you serving, you losing yourself. Like certain things like people don't want to do, but certain things that people don't want to do of a servant's job. You know what I mean? Especially in ministry. You know what I mean? Because we so focused on wanting to be in the front or wanting to be what we want. Like focus on like what can I get? What can I get? What can I get?
Mhm.
What can I get?
Yeah.
And it's not about you. It's about the other person. And that's what marriage is. It ain't about you. You really got to lose yourself. And it's teaching me that in so many ways, man. Like it's really, really like it's teaching me that a lot. You know what I mean? And that's my dog though. That's my best friend. I wouldn't rather go through with nobody else but her. That's my dog. Like that's really, really like that's my best friend. And so that's it just it teaches me a lot. I wouldn't want to learn the journey with nobody else but her. So
Awesome. 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 Now, Dolly, I've known you and love your music for a long time, and
yeah,
one of my favorite ones. And what I love about this, I want to make mention of this. You
yeah.
are probably one of the last of the Mohicans that, at least in our area, who did a CD. You did your own artwork,
Mhm.
and you out there on the streets with your backpack in your
Yeah,
car with your box,
yeah.
and you were out there selling the CDs for $10,
Five,
$5.
five. Yep.
And the quality of music, if you haven't heard the project, you have to go back and hear it. But the quality of those songs, I think I talked to you about this years ago when it came out.
Mhm.
You could re-release those songs today,
For sure. For sure.
and it was
I'll
still.
go. I'll goes on that. I'll goes on there. I'll
Mhm.
go is number 4 on Billboard right now on gospel airplay on hot gospel songs like number 15 or something like that. But that song, and so what's crazy is I'm glad you brought that point up because um God has given me a gift of making timeless music.
Mm.
God has given me a gift of making timeless music. I'll go is a song. It's the second song I ever wrote, and on that mixtape, Hello Dolly, that was everybody's favorite song 10 years ago.
Mhm.
Like people hear something, mind you, the mix on the song was terrible. I did my own vocals, and I didn't even know how to sing in the studio yet. And so people just heard the word, heard the message of the song. So I knew I had some kind of anointing on my life. I didn't know what it was, but I knew I had some kind of anointing on my life. And for it to be relevant to today, now mind you, I'll go as like a CCM type of worship type of song.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw somebody had said something like, now Dolly's making CCM music. We don't want that. Now he's trying to cross over. He's just following the trend. And I had time that day. I had time that day.
Let's go.
So I said, you must have been following me a long time. He was like, we had DM dialogue. I said, he must not have been following me sometime. He was like, as I had. And like, I just think that you should just stick to, like that soulful sound you got. We got enough people copying CCM already. I said, well, if you knew me, this song is actually 10 years old. And I produced this song during a time where the CCM sound was not popular yet in the black church.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason why I made that sounds, I was singing with Ty at the time. So Ty used to always listen to like Casting Crowns and Planet Shakers and Hillsong. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got put on CCM songs 11 years ago, where a black man playing an acoustic guitar was not popping yet. Mm-hmm. Only person that was doing that was Israel. Mm-hmm. Mind you, Jonathan was out. Jonathan Reynolds, he wasn't popping yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That CCM sound was not rocking yet. Mm-hmm. And so I put it out then. I just so happened to say, well, I need another single before I do another album. So I did the groundwork doing radio. So, people like me. So we send them a song, they play it. Cool. We got I'll Go. We think I'll Go's a hit. It's showing up number 4 right now, 28 weeks. So, it works. So, but like, don't sit here and say like, I'm crossing over. None of my songs sound the same.
Nope. Not one.
Pull Us Through came out 2000. Pull Us Through people kept calling it the pandemic song. But I was like, it's not the pandemic song. The song came out 6 months before the pandemic even happened. Actually, it was a jingle that came out 3 years before anything happened.
Wow.
So wow. I made a jingle in 2017. It came out 2020. No, 2019. Okay. It came out 2019. No, it came out 2018. 2019. It came out 2019. Mm-hmm. And so it hit big in 2020 in March. But it was already out already. It's just that I just think that I just listen to the voice of God. I just listen to the voice of God. And like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to write? What do you want me to say to your people? Like, what do you want me to say to your people? And how do you want me to say it? And if you want me to do a CCM type of song, I'm going to do a CCM type of song. But it's going to be in my way, though. It's going to be in my authentic way. Yeah. If you want me to do a rapping song, I'm going to do a rapping song. If you want me to do a country song, I'm going to do a country type song. But any way you want me to convey this message to your people, that's how I'm going to do it. And so that's how, a lot of my music is made. I don't write anything unless Christ tell me it. Nothing I write. I don't wake up and just be like, I'll write a song. Like, some people can do that. I can't do that. I go through spurts where I don't write a song for like 6 months. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm cool. Like, I don't have to like wake up and write a song every day. Like, or people like over record. If I'm doing 10 songs on an album, I'm doing 10 songs. That's it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do 40 songs and just let them sit. Like, I'm not doing that. First of all, I don't even like being in the studio for myself, so I'm definitely not singing. I'm not. Now, I like producing other people's stuff. I could be in the studio all day doing somebody else's stuff, but me singing behind a mic on it, I'm not doing that. I'll do my song and that's just it. I just think that's what Christ wants me to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm following His plan. I'm just being authentically who He made me to be. And it took me a while to get to that place. I was so focused on, we get so caught up in trying to change and have our own agendas, and stuff like that. And for me, for years, I don't really talk about like the heartaches that I went through in this gospel music industry. This gospel music industry is stupid. Like the industry side, not the people, but like the industry side of it is just dumb. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the political side of it, a lot of stuff is dumb. And it's never going to change. So I just chose to like just go around it. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it's like, I was thinking, okay, you came out 2015. You came out and and you was kicking butt, taking names. Like it was just doing that. Like, and you know, I got a big head, and I can get real conceited, and God know that. I'm going to like award shows, and I'm going to like record labels. I'm still independent, but I wanted to be signed at the time. I'm going to record labels. And they're like, "We don't know who you are." And I'm like, award show telling me you can't come, you can't be on our award show because you got a single, you don't have an album, and people didn't even have albums; they were still on. But that's another story. But they was telling me, "No, we don't know you. What you do? We don't know you." I had to go to Christ for years. Like I was just people just giving it behind a kiss, and people would say, make excuses up like, well, is he churchy enough? Is he worshipy enough? Where can we put him at? We know where to put him at. Is he even serious enough about gospel music? He does a whole bunch of comedy. Like, is he even serious about gospel music? And then I used to like really. So even with that, I would say stuff like to myself and be like, wait till I get them calls. Like they keep having these worship experiences and they're not calling me. Wait till I get a call. I'm gonna show everybody out. I'm gonna kill everybody. Can't none of y'all sing better than me. Once I go falsetto, I'm gonna out sing everybody in this room, and I'm gonna just do me. And guess what? Them calls didn't come. So I was like, well, God, like, what's up? Like, what's up? He said, you focus on. He said, you so focused on like worrying about, are you churchy enough? Are you worshipy enough? Are you even serious enough? I know you are. In me, you're you enough. In me, you're you enough. Focus on what I told you to do, and then the doors are open. Assignment before accolades. And I'm like, oh, all right. And when I finally got that, that's when things started opening up for me. Things started opening up for me. And because we get so caught up in the fruits. We get so caught up in fruits. Where the fruits of my labor at? Where are my fruits? Where are my fruits? Where are my fruits at? It's strawberries are repostable. If you put strawberries on a waffle, you're like, oh, and you take a picture of it. If you take a picture of it, you're like, oh, I want that. Where can I get that waffle with strawberries? Watermelon, repostable. Apples, green apples, repostable. You know what I mean? Apple pie, repostable. Where's the fruit? The fruits of my labor. Where's the fruits? Where's the fruits? We get so caught up in looking for our fruits that we totally miss the manna.
Man.
We totally miss manna.
Wow.
And think about it, man. And think about it. The Israelites took manna for granted. They say manna was like a sugary rice or something like that. Like, but we get so focused on where's my 2,000 member church. Where's my Grammys? Where's my Stellar Awards? Where's my number ones? Where's my stuff like that? Where we totally miss somebody in our DM that said, hey, man, I heard your song, and that song really changed my life. Wow. It saved me. I heard your message, and, I was dealing with my mom dying, and I heard your song. It really did something to me. Those things will keep you going. That's the manna, but that's not repostable. Having a Grammy is repostable. Having a Grammy is like gonna get you a lot of light because you want to. When you get your fruit, you want to show your fruit too.
Yeah.
Manna, you don't really show manna. Manna don't get reposted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, my prayer is now is like, God, let me always appreciate the manna. Let me not be so focused on the fruits that I really disregard the manna. And that's where my music is at. And my next album gonna be Assignment Before Accolades. And that album is not. I would love for it to go number one. I would love for it like the people to be like, oh my God, this is a groundbreaking album. But the album is really gonna be a reminder to everyone in ministry that everybody has an assignment before you accolades.
That reminded me of what a couple weeks ago we had a guest on the show and she was talking about the thing about assignment. and the importance of assignment. And just basically, you're repeating the same thing, just a little slightly different. But once again, understanding that assignment, and I love the way you said it, that's not postable but where it is postable is in heaven.
Right, exactly.
And when God's eyes are on it, that is the eyes and the congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Did well, good and faithful servant. That's what we're supposed to be going to. And I think we spend too much time. And like you said, it's let's not front and say, hey, it's not nice to get an award or something.
Of
And
course.
Yeah, right.
you
We
work
all want
hard.
that.
It's nice.
We all want our fruits. Everybody likes strawberries. Everybody likes grapes. I love green grapes. I want my fruit. I want my fruit. I love it. But man is going to sustain you. Man is going to fool you. I mean, man is going to think about it. Like the Israelites went in the wilderness for years eating manna. Like 40 days eating manna. Like God was just dropping it down. Like here, boom, keep going. And that's what the little things in our ministry. The little things just keep you going. It's like in this walk, I've been wanting to quit like 5 times. I want to quit like 5 times. I can count 5 times where I was like, I'm done with this. You know what I mean? But God has always placed manna. Yeah, I got fruit too. I got fruit. Got a lot of fruit. But what sustained me was the manna. It filled me. And the fulfillment of it is what kept me going. So
yeah.
See, that's go ahead, Patrice.
No, go ahead. No, I'm looking at no, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and that's important, right? Because I think also too a lot of independent artists that are now coming into the industry that are dealing with that and trying this and getting rejected from this show and that and being told you're not good enough or being told all of that. I feel like there's more of that needs to be said, and that exactly that message that what you have and that perspective that need to be spoken of more, because you really don't hear everyone speaking from that perspective, right? Like even like we had on someone with like a week or so, was it Anita Wilson that was saying something similar, that those inboxes that she received and those messages and how encouraging those were, that kept her through those same moments of uncertainty, those same moments of, hey, this group might not think this, but it's hitting someone, it's helping someone, and going from there. And I think that's a positive message for sure. But I really like the way you frame it in terms of assignment before accolades, but just that whole substance of the manner. That's solid. I definitely like that approach for sure.
Absolutely. And we're going to one of those accolades, or one of those fruits came with #1 Billboard, obviously. With
Tight.
Okay, now when you get that kind of news with that collaboration with Titus Showers, and you get that news that, hey, you're #1 Billboard, and you got the plaque. Did you get the plaque? Did it come in the mail? Did you get
Yeah, my man Jerome Hunt, he gave me that plaque and Pulitzer plaque at the same time. And I was like, oh shoot! I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. Like it was dope. It was dope to see it. You know what I mean? But that's a testament to him. That's a testament to Rome. Like the songs were good, but Rome works hard. Like Rome does his thing behind the scenes, and make sure things gets put in line. So for real, that's really him. That's really Rome. You know what I mean? So I love the plaques. I love them. You know what I mean? Show the fruits and just being a part of a song like that. Because we were in the studio. I forgot the guy. I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of his name. He produced a song, and he first said, he was like, man, he heard the song before I got on it. It was him and Titus did the song. He was like, it's a good song, but he don't think it's a radio song. And then when they say he's gonna get me on it, he was like, I don't know what else Dolly's gonna do on the song. And so when I came in and sang my part and I was doing my stuff, and we heard it like on a ride from the studio to my hotel, we listened to that song about like 50 times. And he was like, hey, this could really be a hit. I said, well, I mean, I'm just glad to be a part. Like, thank y'all for having me. And I know that type of time like that. Like, because I don't get asked to do stuff. I'm getting more now, but at the time I wasn't getting asked, I'm getting overlooked. And so, for somebody was like, why would you do a song with Titus Showers? Why not? Why not? I mean, he asked me to do so. I would never forget that. That's like one of my first features. I would never forget Tidy for that. He could have got anybody. I got paid. Like he could have paid anybody for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he thought of me. And even PJ Morton song, Gotta Have You. He just hit me up randomly on a Friday morning. What you doing? Nothing. What's up? I need you to hop on the song. All right, PJ Morton. That's my guy. That's my friend. Like we cool, but you know, we never did music together. Like we're just genuinely like cool guy. Like you're a cool guy. I respect your music. You respect my music. That's it. You know what I mean? He done had everybody on his albums and singing and stuff like that. He actually said, "Man, I need you to do some oohs and ahs for me." All right, I'm gonna do some oohs and ahs for you, good brother.
Okay.
I won a Grammy. The album won a Grammy. You know what I mean? So, you know, for me, I would never forget. There's a lot of people I don't forget. You know what I mean? Pierre was the first person to pay me my price at her church. J.J. Harrison, one of the first gospel artists to bring me to his church. A guy named Courtney was Boston. He was the first person to book me outside of Philadelphia. I don't forget first. Like I don't forget first. So, Tina Campbell was the first person, like first maker started try to put me on tour, right? Like she had me booked for before the tour got canceled. I was booked for 20 cities.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
I do. Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah, I was booked for 20 cities on that tour. So you know, I don't forget. Willie Moore Jr. was the first person to play me on radio.
Wow.
Willie Moore Jr. was the reason why I popped. Willie Moore Jr.
Wow.
Dr. John Gray, the first person to put me on stage the same year. He was the first person.
Wow.
Like I don't forget number one. I don't forget people that really like monumental in my life. You know what I mean? I don't forget them. I don't forget them at all. And so, you know, if it wasn't like one of some of them doing what they did for me, you know, I wouldn't be here where I'm at right now talking to y'all.
Well, first of all, we are grateful that you took time out of your schedule to come and be here on the show with us because there's a lot to you. I mean, a lot of facets that go into who you are. So, and you know, for somebody who has ADHD, OC, whatever letters you think they said you have, you have a very you still have there's a shyness that I still see. Yes, there's still a shyness there. Like, what's all the fuss, kind of thing. We just do my thing and kind of just fade in the back. But
people don't know that I'm really an introvert, and people don't believe me. I do not like being around people. Like what? Like people don't believe me at all. Like if like me and my wife, if we go out, we planned that like 2 weeks ago. Like we know we're gonna be around people. We plan that like to get ourselves prepared to be out. We do not we would just rather be by ourselves and like chill. Like we go to somebody's house, they're like our friend. Like we really, really like bang with them. Like we just don't like going out to like, cause you know, if I do go out somewhere, like it's gonna be like, "What's up, Dolly? What's up, Dolly? What's up, Dolly?" Like I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, yo? Oh, hey," and I'm not rude.
Yeah,
I mean, like I know what life I chose. And you're gonna come with people, coming up to, especially in Philadelphia. Maybe outside of Philadelphia, it don't be like drawn like that. It just be like maybe 1 or 2 people in a week. If I'm out for a week, maybe like one person know who I am. Like I can go to the supermarket and nobody touch me. I mean, I'm not that famous. I'm church famous. Like I ain't like you know what I mean? Like and that's what people don't get. Like I'm very. I know exactly who I am and know what kind of stature I am in. I'm church famous, like that ain't really famous, like what I mean. Like if it's a church concert, I don't have to pay to get into a church concert, you know what I mean. And some secular concerts, I may not have to pay to get none of them either. But like that's because I know like the drummer or the road manager or whatever it is to be, like what I mean. But other than that, like it ain't. But yeah, I'm be in the house, like I'll be in the house, I'll be with my wife, and I'll be chilling, like what I mean. Like if I'm going out, it's because I chose to go out that day. But like as far as like just want to be around people all the time, please. That ain't even that. And a lot of people don't believe me because when I'm around, I'm gonna have fun. But just know I chose to come outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I chose to come outside. But like I like you said, I do my thing and I roll. That's about it.
Speaking of being outside, because recently you were over at where is that? Is that Oakwood University? They had
Oakwood
something going
University.
on. So how was
Yeah.
that? Tell us about that.
Now listen, that was so fun because Oakwood doesn't get hyped for nobody. Oakwood is a very okay. So I've heard about. First of all, I didn't know I was even going there. For I do like it was like a radio event,
Hmm.
and they said whenever radio asks me to come out to do something, I don't ask no questions. I'm out. It was a Huntsville, and so I had to do like a situation like this,
Mhm.
like an interview, like a Zoom or something like that, and they said, yeah, welcome to Oakwood University. Television or something. I was like, the singing it?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And then I asked, it's like, we got Jermaine Dolly here. I said, wait. Freak all that. Is this the Oak Hood that got like the Aeolians and all that? Like the singing? They was like, yes. I was like, oh my God, yo, I'm coming there. They was like, you ain't know that? I was like, no, my manager said, go to Huntsville, and I'm going to Huntsville. That's it. Like this is going to be a driver to pick me up, and I know that's it. So I get there. I get to Huntsville, I walk in. People are like, yo, you really here? I was like, yeah. What's going on, guys? Again, I'm church famous. I'm just church famous. So Oakwood has an aura about them too, because like they really can sing. Like they like that choir, the Aeolian. It's like about 5 choir, but that Aeolian choir is like, whoa, like this
Yeah.
is not real. Like, this is unreal what they doing. This is unreal. And so I'm in there, so people looking back. They're not really giving me nothing. They ain't really like, oh my God, Jermaine Dolly. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, so I get on stage as I was singing my song, and slowly but surely, like, people are starting to like get up. So you see people like this, like people like, and then by the time we got to like A flat,
Mm-hmm.
lit in there, like it was going crazy in there. And so the director came to me. He was like, Jermaine, I'm gonna tell you this right now. These kids don't get hyped for nobody.
Wow.
Like we don't have everybody come through here and they don't get hyped for nobody. You had these kids on their feet.
Wow.
And they're excited. And so for me, it's like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just I love to see kids. I love to see like my ministry taking effect on kids. Like like I said, like a lot of people say that I make Christianity cool. Like I make it cool like to be a Christian. Like like it's like you make it intriguing for me. Like okay, who is this Jesus that you talk about? Who is it? Like,
Mhm.
who is it? We hear so much bad about the church. Like we go in church, we can't identify with nobody. But you look like me, and like you telling me like you like Jesus Christ. Why? That's
Yeah.
how the song "You" came about. That's how you came about. Somebody at my homeboy in the streets. He's a film director, and he outside looking in, women love him. He's getting a whole bunch of money. So like his life was lit. He called me one day. He said, "Yo, I want to talk to you." So I'm thinking he want to talk to me about putting me in a movie or something. So I'm like, let's get this money. He came over to the house. He sat down on my step. He said, "Jermaine, my life is messed up."
Wow.
I said, "What?" The next thing he asked me was, "Why are you always happy and never down?"
Mm.
In a 2-hour conversation about Jesus Christ. And I went upstairs and wrote, "People always ask me why am I always so happy and never down, and why they always catch me, why they never seem to catch me in the front." And that's so forth and so on. And that's how you came out for that one conversation.
Oh wow.
Well, for
Like you're the reason why I smile. You pick me up when I'm low. That's what you get when you're a child. There's so much that I can say about the man I'm referring to. Jesus, 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 Jesus. All the praise belongs to you. And that's how the song came out.
and we're
Wow.
going to actually those, even if you're familiar with it, we are going to take just a little snippet of it, which is still available on iTunes and wherever you purchase your music. Stream it, the whole 9 yards. Keep the money coming. Then the man's married now. He's got to take care of his family.
And I got hair, so I use a lot more conditioner and shampoo now. So I use all that.
Here we go. Just a little bit of that groundbreaking "You" by Jermaine Dolly.
People always ask me why am I always so happy and never down. And why I'm always laughing and how they never seem to catch me with a frown. Some may think it's not real, and I know that a lot feel it's a show. So I wrote this song to tell you about someone I am familiar with and know. So I tell them that it's you. You're the reason why I smile. You pick me up when I am low. That's what you get when you're a child. There's so much that I can say about the man I'm referring to. Jesus, 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 Jesus. All the praise belong to you. Wake up every morning, thankful of what you make yours just to see. What blessings that the Lord has in store for me. Now you may not understand about the man I'm talking about. I'm saying his name again, and when this song ends, try your mouth. So I tell them that it's you. You're the reason why I smile. You pick me up when I am low. You pick me up when I am low. That's what you get when you're a child. That's what you get when you're a child. There's so much that I can say about the man I'm referring to. Jesus, 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 Jesus. All the praise belongs to you. All the praise belongs to you.
We are not going to give away babies. We're not giving away my man's royalties. But
download that.
We're not giving away his royalties. So that's that bait for you to go and once again support Jermaine Dolly's music. This
hashtag Philly falsetto, right? Hashtag Philly falsetto.
Philly falsetto.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it trending. Philly falsetto. Let's get it.
Philly falsetto for sure. For sure. You in tune. You in tune. I like that.
I'm here. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with that.
So we're here at the top of the hour here on Indigo Inspire Live, and we're going to let Sharon just ask another question of Jermaine and have him be able to go back to his wife, and maybe he'll get some inspiration.
Inspiration for sure. There's a lot of inspiration coming. A lot. Okay. A lot of undefiled inspiration. You heard? A lot of undefiled inspiration. You did. For sure.
See, you got him started. Yeah, listen.
They messed up. Let me get married. They messed up. Let me get married.
Listen.
I talks about it.
Come on now. Come on here.
Come on, man. Listen, man. Before we'll have you jump in and let us know, you give some hints about that album that's coming. I'll have you jump into that a little bit. But before that, you've been on a health journey, right? Because I saw when you started, you know, the guns were pretty slim. You know, the guns weren't there.
It wasn't pretty slim. It was super slim. Like, it was slim. You go and say it. You just say
Don't
it.
insult my man. Don't insult my man's arms.
Listen,
not anymore,
listen.
though. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Listen.
It's there. The gun.
Yeah.
You got the guns show. So talk
Yes.
to us.
He got
blazing. You
Okay,
did.
Come on
Blazing.
now.
Let's
You done
get
developed the
it.
drummer arms. You done got the drummer arms.
Oh, yeah. Kaboom. You heard I call it kaboom, you know? Cut and boom, you know?
So how is the journey going? How has it been? Like, what kind of motivated you to get on the journey and kind of just kept with it? Because, you know, for some of us that need to get started, you know, give us some inspiration.
So, okay, first thing was, me and my wife, before we got married, we went to our home, one of our homeboys' house. Him and his wife and his brother and his lady. We was watching the Super Bowl, and DJ McCaff, he was on the screen. They was doing like a life story about DJ McCaff, and in one of the pictures, he had his shirt off, but his body was like crazy. Like he was like boom, 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 boom. And my wife was like, I was like, go on, but I didn't think of it. And so, she had a photo shoot for her birthday about like 2 years ago, and she got the pictures back. She didn't like how her body had looked in the pictures. Like I thought she was fine. She got thicker, like she's like a nice thick woman like that. She looks great, and so what happened was she then like the picture, she didn't see her, so like, you know, like it's something different from a cell phone picture and an actual like photographer's like camera, like a Canon, like. So she saw herself in a way that she didn't see herself. So instead of me saying like, you know, just go to the gym, like she wasn't going to receive that well. So I said, how about this? This is during a pandemic too. So I said, how about I go to the gym first? I'm going to find a gym, I'm going to find a trainer or whatever, and I'm going to go first, and then you follow my lead. So I found a trainer or whatever.
Oh, you smooth with it. You smooth with it.
That's follow my lead. So I wasn't thinking about going to the gym. Like, I was fine being skinny. I was cool. And so my first day at kind of training, he said, we didn't even go to the gym yet because it was still closed. So we got outside. He said, bring 2 gallons of water, a towel, and your body weight. I said, all right, we go to this park. And that man killed me. This is 8 pounds, like 8 pounds, like a gallon of water is number 8 pounds. And I couldn't even like curl them. I was like, I know I'm not this weak, yo. I know I'm not this weak. I couldn't even curl them. I couldn't do 5 push-ups straight. Like I was weak. And so for me, I'm not no quitter. So if I start something, I'm like, I gotta do it. Like I gotta finish it. So, you know, one day went to 3 days, 3 days went to 9 days, 9 days went to 18 days, and I just kept going. You know, went from 8 pounds to 10 pounds, 10 pounds to 15 pounds, 15 pounds to 20 pounds, 20 pounds to 30 pounds, 30 pounds to 35 pounds. You know what I mean? That's as far as like doing like benching with dumb bars. I can curl now with 30 pounds. I started with 5 pounds doing curls. Now I'm at with curls. I'm at 30 pounds with curls, but I do like sets, like 4 sets of 15 now. I couldn't even do that. Started like doing these, started off with 20s. Used to kill my arm. Now I'm at 80s now. Like, you know what I mean? And like bench press, I couldn't even lift the bar. Bar 45 pounds. Be heavy, I couldn't even lift I'm like, I can lift the bar. Y'all tripping. I'm not gonna lift this bar. Man, you put that bar on my chest, I tried to pick it up. I was like, oh no, like I didn't think I was that weak. Man, now my max is 225 now. I can do 225 for 1, but I can rep 185 for like 10 now. Wow. So, you know, it's like, you know, so but that's what started, and then she came on board like 3 months later. So she's doing she went to the gym today, matter of fact. So, you know, so that journey has started us. Right, that's how it started out for me. Just seeing her, I said, I'll be the lead, and then you followed in. Now we just work out gurus now.
No, that's sweet, and that's and you're starting that earlier in your marriage, so that's something that you'll still continue to do, and especially, you know, If the Lord blesses your marriage with, with children and stuff, incorporating a healthy lifestyle with them. So that's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, everyone, we just want to just thank Jermaine for being here on the Indigo Inspire Live show here on the collab. And before we let him go, we always ask you, hey, let everybody know how to go find you on social media.
Yeah, you can follow me. Just type in Jermaine Dolly. That's JermaineDolly on all social media outlets. All my accounts are verified. Instagram is hello_Dolly24. But if you type in Jermaine Dolly, that's gonna come up. So everything that got a blue check next to it, that is me. So if there's anybody in your DM that's asking you for money, it's not me. But if you do want to give me money, my cash app is $Jermaine Dolly. But yeah, you can find me on all social media outlets at that. My music, just type in Jermaine Dolly on all digital download markets. Whatever my name is on, download it, get it, buy it, whatever. Just be on the lookout for my album, the Dolly Express. Not Dolly Express. That's out now.
Mm-hmm.
But Assignment Before Accolades. Assignment Before Accolades.
Solid
will be out,
name.
Like,
solid name.
That's going to be something.
That'll be out. I'll say like February, March. That'll be out like February, March. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really, really, really excited about that. Just to get that music out there, just to get what God's heart, God placed on my heart to put out to His people. I think it's going to be something like big as far as ministry wise, not even like numbers wise. It's just as far as something that's for ministry to get people back to where they need to get back to in ministry. That's going to be dope. And just, figuring out this married life, just figuring out day to day. And so that's where I'm at with it.
Awesome. Go ahead, Sherwin.
No, I mean, you just touched on that last question I was going to ask. I had to make sure you're touching that assignment, the accolades. Listen, man, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you chopping it up. Salute to the beard, salute to the connect.
Connect. Yeah.
Nah, appreciate you, brother, for sure.
Sure, man. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for the opportunity, man. Hey, Trees, anytime you need something, let me know. I'm there.
Oh, you listen. Before you go, everybody, just once again, just reminding you, next Thursday here in All Roads Leads to Philadelphia, Anthony Brown Group Therapy, Hamilton Harding, and Tim Wortham Jr. will be bringing in and celebrating the outreach for the launch for Indigo Inspire that's benefiting our teen outreach and our well drilling projects. We take water for granted because we can turn it on here and we get a drink, but there are places that are around the world that they cannot get a cup of clean water. And we are committed to supplying a well. And our goal is by the end of 2022 that we would have been a part of planting 12 wells around the globe. So we are on it. We're on our grind. So please support and get your tickets. It's Thursday at 8 o'clock. And we look forward to seeing you then. So once again, thank you so much for joining us, taking the time out of your busy Thursday evening. And I always say, it's not just a vibe here, baby. It's a whole mood. Have a good night.
Hey, I'm with that.
All right, take it easy.